Hi, hi. Se calhar vou dizer mesmo. Hello. Not sure if people is already watching. Are already watching? Ah, ok. Says. Até te disse de esperar. Hello. Hello, everybody. Okay. Now. Hi. Hi, hello, everybody. Let me see. Okay, I should now just invite. Buongiorno. I should invite the guest of today. It's a beautiful lady and interesting character of metal. I found her. Okay, welcome to. Hello.
Hello!
Hello, I'm taking this in English.
Oh,
Okay.
as you wish, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, we have many people here that don't speak Spanish or don't understand Spanish, so I kind of have to be kind, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, how are you?
Thank you so much. Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
very welcome. Nice to meet you too. And you're not very far from me, though. You're in Madrid, right?
Yes, I live in Madrid. Well, I live in the countryside, like 40 kilometers from center of the city. Yes.
That's nice. That's the best,
Yeah,
right?
Madrid is very stressful. Everybody runs to they don't know where. Yeah.
Yes, I know. I know. I was living in Lisbon myself before,
Wow.
and now I live in the countryside, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
And it's something that really changed my health and as well. It's like
Yeah.
even as a singer, you don't get colds, you don't get
Yeah.
anything
That's it.
shaky.
Yeah,
Yes. And,
especially in this pandemic situation, things
oh
are
yeah.
much easier. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I had the chance not to use the mask very much. I use it only to go for I don't know, to groceries or anything that is social in that way. But I never wear a mask, and I think it's a very good thing for a singer because otherwise we would be always with this stuff
Yeah.
in front, and it's not very healthy.
This
But
is
you are
dry.
from, yeah, exactly, shitty though.
Yeah.
Are you from Madrid or are you from somewhere else? Because I sometimes I see in your posts that you write something close to Portuguese, and I
Yeah.
wonder why.
It's kind of portuñol, you know.
That's
Yes.
me. That's me that I speak Portuguese. Not kidding, sério.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that I was born in the northwest of Spain, in Galicia, so we speak dialect.
Ah, okay. So you're close to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's like your parents.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
I cannot speak Portuguese and my accent really sucks, but I understand perfectly. So yeah, it's cool.
yeah. You know that actually, I learned Portuguese using Spanish because I could speak Spanish very well, and I studied Spanish and literature and all that stuff. And I felt very comfortable using Spanish when I came here, even though Portuguese is much more difficult to understand.
Yes, yes.
So they don't have vowels. They just say this word. You just speak like close it. Yes.
Absolutely.
And yeah, and I didn't understand shit. So I was using my Spanish. But now I'm famous, for instance, here in the neighborhood that I'm the Spanish with a tattoo. Just because I speak Portuguese with an accent, with a
Yeah.
Spanish accent. The Spanish no, the thin Spanish woman with tattoos.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yes, like no, it's not, that's not me. I'm Italian.
Oh,
Anyways,
I know.
so yeah, but I love here in the north. If it's like Galicia, I mean, if Galicia is like this place, it's very rainy anyway, but
Yes,
it's
yes, yes.
beautiful, very green, very green. It's amazing. I
Yeah,
love it.
the green is awesome, but I really hate the weather because I feel like depressed all the time. It's gray and rainy and
Yeah,
windy, especially in my hometown. It's every time it's windy, so you cannot hold an umbrella
yeah,
even because it's like, yeah, it's
you know,
crazy.
I lived in Norway in two different sides of the country. I lived first in Stavanger, and every time I was going out, I felt like someone was slapping my face all the time because it was windy and rainy, like. And I was that Italian raised in Sardinia, in the beautiful island, always going out with makeup and the hair and now
Yeah,
I forgot,
it's
totally forgot about
impossible.
that. Like no, like it was killing me. And then Oslo was different. Oslo was more like snowy and colder, but Stavanger, the weather was shit. It was like Scotland. It was like yeah, here.
Oh yeah.
But now I'm used to it. So the dark weather doesn't really affect me that much. Sometimes I even like it when I'm inside,
Yeah.
of course, not when I'm outside.
But
But yeah, it's the way it is.
that's much better than snowing all the time, for sure.
Well, you know what? What about the snow? If you live in a dark country like Norway, could be, for instance, the snow brings light. So
Oh yeah.
basically, it's so shiny that
Yeah,
it brings light. And it's better than those dark days that you don't just have rain coming down. I'm not kidding.
I get it.
It's yeah, it was actually the best time with snow. It could never end, and you got like April, March, like kill
Yeah.
myself. So, and I was dreaming about my land and Sardinia, seeing the pictures of my sisters going to the beach, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I was raised in that way, and sometimes I miss that a lot when I was in the
Yeah.
north.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't like being like 40 degrees and so on. You know, here in Madrid it's terrible at
yeah,
summer. But
yeah,
yes, I prefer that and the sunny days and the beautiful skies, blue and all of that, than being cold and windy and, as you said, everything
yeah,
blowing
slap,
in your face. Yeah, that's
yeah.
terrible. It's like makeup for what? You know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it also depends on many things. Anyway, sometimes you just start to feel comfortable not giving a fuck as well, and it's kind of beautiful.
Yes.
So I must tell you, the first time I heard about you, it was time ago. And you know why? Because I was on the internet and I discovered this voice in The Voice of
Oh,
Spain.
wow.
Yes. And I saw some tutorials of yours
Oh
screaming
my
because I
God.
was into like learning that stuff, and I was like, now what's that? When you got names for the Nervosa band, then I thought, ah, that girl.
Oh my
Just so you. I mean, I just knew about you on YouTube.
God. Wow.
I don't even know. I mean, I know you as Diva Satânica, but what's your name?
It's very Spanish, but very Spanish from the south of Spain. My name is Rocío.
Rocío.
Yeah.
Wow. Ole.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Okay. Ole. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of
See.
Rosalia vibe, you know.
I see. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you decided to have this name inspired by, I imagine, the church and.
Oh, you know, my very first band was Bloodhunter, and
Yeah.
it's a death metal band. So I realized that everybody used some nicknames and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, Rocío is not a very powerful name for a death metal vocalist, so I need to find out something else, something different. And yeah, all the names of demons and occultism were taken. You know, Nergal, Fenris, everything was like Baphomet. I know.
If
So,
it was, and if it was Rocío de los Infernos.
oh, that's cool. I should ask you.
Damn it.
I'm going to think about changing my stage name for sure.
Right.
I
Okay. But
love it.
then you have to contact many journalists because I believe after you join the band, then become
No,
a history.
but that's cool because I think nobody else used that name. So yeah.
Okay. Then you still have time. I also saw that you are a fan of Moonspell, actually. I didn't know.
I'm a big fan of Moonspell. Yeah. Yeah, and
Wow.
I'm a big fan of you indeed because I know
You,
Tristania. Yeah, I was the kind of
no,
girl watching videos about you and other vocalists singing with their bands around the world. For me, it was like, wow, I'd like to be someday like them. And for me, you know, you are one inspiration, even if you're not growling as I used to do. But for me, it's very important because singing clean, it's completely impossible for me. So
no, it's not
the dream
impossible.
come true, you know.
It's the right guide. I don't believe it's impossible for you. You have, you probably don't have, maybe you still don't have the technique for
Mm.
singing clean that is you if you're used to the old to
I
the
don't have
other
at all.
way. Yeah, but it's not impossible. Even though I mean I know that they function in kind of a different way, but I don't think it's impossible. Maybe one day I should call you and see what we can do.
Oh, that would be nice. The thing is that
Yeah, and
I tried to take vocal lessons from some years ago, but it's like everything goes very slowly, you know, for me, because it's like, wow, this is pretty much, I have a lot of things
yeah,
to learn and everything
yeah,
is very different from the other things. So yes, it's, you know, with roles, I'm not out of tune, never at all.
right. Okay.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, but with clean singing, I feel like, wow, this is very difficult for almost anything. It's like, oh no, this is wrong. Oh no, this is wrong.
Why? What do you think it's so hard? Why? What do you think it's so hard?
um, I think it's just because of that, you know, because I'm obsessed with the tune. And for me, I think that I realized when I am out of tune, but I cannot control it. So for me, it's like, oh shit, I'm doing wrong again, but I cannot.
That depends a lot on the technique, you know. It's like if you know exactly where to place your voice and do some things right, that shouldn't be that difficult. Because many times people goes out of tune because they really don't know what they're doing.
Ah, sure, sure. And I have no idea of what would be the best way for me to try to find my voice because I used to speak all the time with my nose, and I'm used to place all the sound like here. So for the high notes, it's like no. Yeah.
Well, actually, believe me that in some ways, not in the nose, but maybe behind the nose, that's very safe place, a safe place to use when
Oh,
you
yeah.
sing.
In a way, yeah. It's much better than doing
That's pushing
a lot
from
of
the throat. Yeah,
throat. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So I believe that
It's hard for me. It's
shouldn't be
very,
that.
very hard.
Yeah, but it depends on your interest as well. I mean, if you really want to learn it, then I understand you need dedication. For instance, to understand how to make those growls and screams and whatever, it took me 3 years of practice at home. Okay, and probably also many fuck offs from the neighbors and people because I don't
I
think they
feel
liked it.
yes, yeah, same
Yeah,
here. When I
yeah,
started to learn growling, I was living with other girls. I was
yeah.
sharing a flat, so it was like nobody is at home now. So yeah, let's do it. And it was like, oh my god, what if somebody came and just watch me doing this? It was like, no, 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 I can do this. And I tried to book a rehearsal room, but it was very far from my house, so it was complicated. And until they have the first month, it was kind of impossible to have a proper rehearse and practice
Mm,
more frequently.
maybe you should go in the woods.
Yeah. That was the other option.
And they would tell you the police is like,
Yeah.
take her, she is dangerous.
Take her to the madhouse right now.
Right? I know it can be like, yeah, because I think they kind of have this kind of prejudice in the South, anyways, about against this kind of vocals. I even had to explain the pediatrician of my son that my son does that stuff as well because I did it in the house and they think it's
Oh my
normal.
God.
So
Wow,
that's
that's very
yeah,
cool.
yeah, I have to tell that also to the teachers in the kindergarten, because they told me, like, sometimes it seems like he's trying to speak like a man, and I said, and I said that maybe he's trying to make his father. No, I
No.
think he's trying to imitate his mother.
But
Yes.
that's very cool. Yeah, and kids do it
Well,
perfectly because of
I
the
don't,
breathing.
they don't really care about what the
Yeah,
other says. They just,
yeah. That's
yeah,
that's
the breathing is perfect. They breathe perfectly from the
yeah.
diaphragm. I mean, they use the diaphragm a lot, something that people forget about when they're adults. Now,
Sure.
well, what what do you really have? I mean, what have you been doing in Madrid or where you live now that you had the pandemic? Because you're not needed from there. Do you have friends, family to visit there, or you have?
No,
Uh,
I live here
okay.
with my boyfriend and my dog, so
Ah,
I don't
okay.
feel
You're not
alone.
alone.
But yeah, I have a lot of friends here because I moved to Madrid like 10 years ago. But my family and almost all the closest friends that I have, they live in the northwest of Spain, so I have to drive like 7 hours to see them. And yeah, it's
Ooh,
complicated.
okay. Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
but I mean, I've been working because I work as a psychiatric nurse, so I didn't
Ah,
stop
wow.
working. Yeah.
That's a
So,
very tough job to do.
well, it's funny sometimes. It's very
Yeah,
tough
there's,
another day.
I believe it, that it's funny sometimes. You see unbelievable things, but
Yeah.
I think it's very, it takes balls to do that job.
Well, I think I'm very lucky because I'm not working in a hospital. I work in an outpatient center, so things are a little easier for me.
Flexible.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have like my own room where people came and we just do therapies and talk and work with medication and stuff. But it's much better than a hospital in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not like being completely imprisoned. So they don't have that feeling of being like stigmatized, because
Mm.
nobody knows. You can come because you are anxious or you feel depressed or I don't know, normal things. So
Okay, but it's a private center.
no, it's public health service. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool
definitely.
service.
Yeah.
Very nice. And you work there like during the whole week, except weekends, or?
I'm very lucky again because I don't work on weekends. So for me, it's perfectly because when we were playing live shows, it was like, okay, I can ask for holidays if I need, but
Ah, okay, okay.
it,
So you do
work,
this
yeah,
since a while already. Mm-mm.
yeah, that's
Cool.
very cool. And it's not easy to have a job like that, but yeah,
No, no, you need really to be very patient and understanding, and not
yeah.
that easy. You probably need to be in a good mood all the time as well.
Oh yeah. And
You
that means
cannot
that
bring
when
shit
I
there.
come home, it's like, don't talk to me.
I understand. But do you have? Well, I believe your dog keeps you quite happy, and
Yeah,
that's
this
because
is
I
my
think
therapy.
yes,
Because
yeah, it's
we
your
can go
therapy exactly.
outside. Yeah.
Because after you deal with mental illness the whole day, I think you also need to cure your
Yeah.
absorption. So you need to get rid of all the, let's call it toxins,
Hmm.
but it's, yeah, I believe it. And
Yeah.
that's why you grow. Now we know why.
Yeah. That's the other therapy that I do. My dog growling.
The growth. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and about the pandemic, again with your band. I mean, you joined the band, and then the pandemic came. How did that happen?
Yeah. That was kind of weird, because nobody was expecting nothing to happen. It was like, okay, we are all at home, nothing to do. And suddenly I received one mail from Pre-Camaral asking me if I wanted to make an audition for Nervosa. And for me, it was like, oh my God, Nothing happens, and suddenly I have an audition to
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
for
It
me,
goes
it was
like that.
like a huge dream come true because I'm a big fan of Nervosa since the very beginnings. I saw Nervosa a lot of times playing live shows. And yes, for me, it was like, okay, let me know what I have to do. And yes, I talked with my other bandmates from Bloodhunter, and they say, absolutely, yes, try it. And
Very understanding, very nice of
yeah,
them as well.
yes, because
Yeah.
we all know that this is a very difficult path to follow. And
Yes.
yes, if
Yes.
you have
And you
tiny chance to do something a little bit better, go for it.
exactly, exactly. I saw Nervosa at the 70,000 Tons of Metal
Oh,
when we played. I think it was the time I went with Moonspell. And it was 2009, no, 19, 17 or 16, 2016 and 17. And actually, what I saw, it was like, this band is so cool. I mean, all girls and like
yeah,
rocking, really not giving a shit and being that raw and like, yeah, no princess kind of thing. I actually appreciate it better because when I was younger, I was actually more into if I was listening to girls who were more in the punk scene and punk and stuff like that. So I, what I appreciated more those kind of girls than
yeah.
the divas. Let's say, not diva like you.
Okay.
A different kind of,
No, I changed my
you're
name.
not kind of
I'm
diva.
not Diva anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're not diva. Okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm saying instead of having this untouchable
Yeah,
image,
yeah, yeah.
just easy going, and that's what I like because even in the music, I prefer where there's message from the music more than the image.
Yeah,
Something I value a lot.
yeah.
Um,
Especially when we are young, I think we all have that obsession of being pretty and that having a
yeah,
good image is
no,
very important. But I realized with time that if you don't have other stuff like having a good technique, obviously, or um, knowing what to do when you're on stage, that seems to be very easy, but it's not.
no, no, no.
That's the important stuff, and that's I think that this is my learning lesson from Nervosa because I was always very worried because I don't like the normal clothing. I don't know the outfits that people used to wear on stage, and for me it's like I don't know what to wear. This is very complicated, so
I
leather
want to be
tats.
just be myself, be
Yeah,
simple, but like cool, but not
not too
extremely.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is something that I share as well. I always like to have this image that is representing me.
Hmm.
It is
Hmm.
not going that, but that's about taste. When I feel artistic about expression and
Mhm.
about message, about feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I like to feel artistic.
Yeah.
And regarding the image, I just like to be myself.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't
The
have problems
problem
with
is
that.
that if I have to be myself, I would be probably like wearing my pajamas or something like that. That's not very cool. So yeah,
Well,
have to
it
find
depends on what kind of pajama you have.
uh,
Maybe you have cool
could
pajamas.
be
I don't
something
know.
interesting. I think the very first death metal band wearing pajamas.
Yeah,
Yes,
why
so for
not?
Tom.
Yeah, it's like, good morning. Ah. What's your name? Aurora. What's your name? Aurora, Alba,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, um, well, I must be honest that when I when I saw that people couldn't go live anymore, I've been wondering, like, what about those bands that just, something I know from my husband, for instance, that
Mhm.
what's gonna happen if they are throwing another album out? What they're gonna do? I mean, how are you organized now for the future?
Well, I think it's kind of crazy for everybody because I was very optimistic 1 year ago, so I thought that 2021 would be like much
My
different.
ear.
Yeah, yeah, would be like, yeah, go for it because next year is going to be amazing. And it was like, no, you were
I understand.
totally wrong. So here in Spain, I must admit that we started to have like small shows with very few people in a small room and everybody wearing masks for sure with social distancing, but it's a good thing to try, you know, because I think bands need to play live shows and people need to get used to be back to normal, because even for me it's complicated. I've been in a lockdown like 1 year, and going to the very first show after that, it was like I'm not sure if I feel like it right now.
Um, I
Meeting
understand.
other people, and you know, it was like difficult for me, but I thought that I should do it. And yeah, it was very nice because it was like, wow, this was what I really loved the most, you know, like being just listening to other people doing something special at that time and feeling like the goosebumps and stuff like this. And that's magic for me, you know.
I
So
know. I know.
I think we all need
It's
that.
hard. It's hard, especially because in Spain it's been quite locked.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean,
Because people don't follow the rules. So we are all the time like, okay,
I
you
know.
cannot do all these things, but people is out of the streets, people are traveling, and this makes
Yeah, giving
sense.
shit basically.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why that this spread so much. I was supposed to go to Sevilla actually in the week when it spread. I was supposed to go with friends because I have a friend that is the boyfriend of a friend of mine, and he was living in Madrid before. He's also a metal guy, and then he moved to Lisbon. So we were supposed to go for a trip in Sevilla,
Wow.
and we didn't go. But I'm sure that if we would go there, maybe we could have catched it or something.
Yeah, yeah. Because you never know, you know. And here,
Yeah,
sometimes people think that, yeah, you can be outside and nothing happens, but yeah, they touch each other, you know, we kiss everybody. And it's,
yeah. So you don't know really. It's
yeah,
like
it's very
talking.
difficult.
Now, yeah, now living in the countryside, as you said before, it's been what really saved us
Yeah.
from this. Because what's the name of the place where you live?
I live in
The
a
area. Yeah.
yeah, it's like in the middle of the mountains, and it's called Alpedrete.
Ah, Alvedrese.
Alpedrete, yes.
Alvedrete. Okay, because I have a friend. He lives in Norway, but he's from a little town there close to in the mountains. I can't really remember the name. Well, if I remember the name, I ask you because you might be close. I don't know. It's
Maybe
like, but it's very,
Villalba,
very close. No,
no. Colmenar,
no.
no. Galapagar,
No. Very exotic
L'Orial.
or something. All very exotic, but it doesn't really ring me a bell. No. And have you ever been in Italy?
I've only been in Italy at once in Milan, and my
Oh,
first time. No, I'm lying. Okay, I've been in Savona, like I don't know,
Savona.
more than 5 years ago, I think, or 5 years ago, I think, because it was the 30th anniversary of my boyfriend. So for his birthday, he always dreamed about going on a cruise.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, I'm going to save some money. I'm going to ask to his family and friends so I can collect some money for him. And we bought like a cruise around Savona, Marseille, and
Okay.
and Barcelona. So
Okay. Okay. I
yeah,
understand. Okay. Okay.
it
Did you
was
like
weird as fuck because it was very cheap. So
it? Ah, really?
Yeah, but we had lots of fun because we have a lot of funny remindings of that time. You know, we met a lot of Spanish people on board, so it was like,
Uh,
man, this is crazy. This is like a movie because everything was very weird. Nobody were talking Spanish, so everything was like, okay, English, no, French,
no.
no. It was like, what? Yeah, even I don't know, even for going to have lunch or going to have dinner, you could be sit in a beautiful place in a beautiful restaurant, and you could order anything that you want. And I thought, okay, if I have to pay like 10 euros for a glass of water, if I ask
No.
for many things, maybe they will charge like, I don't know, 100 euros or so. So I remember myself sitting every night asking to the people working there, oh, excuse me, can I ask for another different thing and it will be more expensive or not? And the people were like, you again. No, ma'am,
Uh,
you can order what you want. It was like,
God, but you know, it's the bad side of it. Like when you go in a touristic city, even in, I mean in Italy, especially if you go to Venice, or Florence, Pisa, even
oh, must
like
be
a
good.
coffee in a central cafe, it's 4 euros.
Wow. Same
What
like
the
here,
hell?
you know, in the center of the
Yeah,
city, like 5
you
euros
also,
for one coffee. Come on.
yeah, yeah, no, and I believe they have to pay the rent, but fuck,
Yeah,
it's,
too
it's a bit too
much.
much. Yeah, and do you drink beer?
Oh, I'm terrible because I don't like beer and I don't like wine.
Ah, no, you're not terrible. You're lucky because you don't like it. I like it, for example. But
No,
I think,
because I like all the other stuff, you know.
you drink
Yeah,
vodka and stuff like that.
but I cannot drink too much because, you know, I smell these kind of things and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, no, instead I have the opposite. I don't like the other drinks, but I
Oh,
like beer and wine. I usually, for instance, my husband likes to drink caipirinhas, and
caipirinhas,
I
very best.
yeah, I think, okay. I don't know. I go better for a pina colada, for instance.
A
I
pina
like it
colada is good.
much.
It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
margarita.
I like pretty much and cosmopolitan and stuff like that. No, it's not my thing, but
No.
I could drink it. Yeah. Last
Yeah,
time.
I said I like craft beer, for example, that is
Oh,
different from the industrial beer. And I think the taste is a bit difficult to like in the beginning,
yeah.
but but afterwards, when you get used to it, I think you even fall in love with the beers. Also because you learn about beers coming from all over, and it becomes a very cultural thing. And even the aesthetic of these labels on the these bottles and all the work behind the artwork and everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You discover so many different things, and it grew a lot, especially in Italy, and I believe in Spain as well. You have many
Yes.
breweries and places where people go and
Yeah.
taste
Yeah.
craft beer. I think it's everywhere in the world now. Even though now probably if you go to a brewery, it's closed, but like yeah, so
Yeah.
waiting
Yeah.
for better.
In my hometown, there's a very famous label. It's Estrella Galicia that almost
Estrella
everybody
Galicia,
that comes to Spain drink that beer. You know, it's like
yeah.
a
But
most.
I know Estrella.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. Okay, so that's from Galicia.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay, cool. And wine, do you have wine in Galicia as well? Do you
Yeah.
produce wine?
We have very, very good wines. We have like 4 different regions in Galicia, and you can find very different tastes from the 4 regions because the regions close to the sea they produce more white wine, and the other regions they produce more red wine. So it's like you can have lunch with white wine, and during the night you can drink a couple of cups, you know, of red wine, and it's like,
Okay, and then in the morning you threw it all.
Yeah, or you drink like liquor or something like that. Yeah, coffee liquor, you should try it because it's very
I
tasteful.
I know that it's a famous thing in Italy as well, but maybe
Yeah.
I should tell you the words that I learned. In Argentina, they drink Fernet con Coca-Cola.
Oh no.
Yes,
Why?
I have an Argentinian friend that I mean, he lives in Oslo, and we were going out together sometimes, and he was just asking Fernet con Coca-Cola. I was like,
Oh yeah, no way.
it's the drink from
Yeah.
Argentina. I mean, like they
Why?
make, I don't know. I should ask Argentinians why they like Fernet con Coca-Cola. It's like disgusting, but anyway,
I
yeah.
really
Uh,
don't that. No, no, no.
no, no, no. I also don't appreciate that. But about the Galicia, for instance, I live close to Vigo. I think
Oh,
it's probably 100 kilometers from here, and I'm very curious to go and visit, especially for shopping. I think it's better there than here. I know that in Spain they also sell quite a variety of things, so
yeah. Vigo,
it's
it's very
interesting.
beautiful, and there's something
Yeah.
very funny for the last years because during Christmas, the mayor of the city used to put like a lot of lights, pretending to be like New York or something, you know, and people,
Oh,
yeah, people go
vamos.
crazy, came from all the places around Spain just to watch the lights, and it's
Just to
like,
watch New York.
yeah, this is like
Okay.
a very small town, and yes, but everybody likes it a lot, so we are all
Okay, but
going to Vigo for Christmas.
is that small?
Yeah,
Vigo? Is that
it's
small?
kind of small, yeah, yeah.
What's small for you? Sorry, I now ask you. What's small for you?
I don't know, but maybe in Spain we have like 40 millions of people, and maybe Vigo, I don't know exactly, but maybe two, I don't know, 200.
Two hundred thousand, something like that.
I
Okay,
think
it's
so because
reasonable,
my hometown is
easy,
close to that.
easy to walk. Okay,
Yeah,
easy for walk.
yeah, you can
Nice.
go. Hmm.
Okay, and what do you eat in Galicia?
Oh, I eat a lot. You know, I love
Yeah.
food. I love food pretty much. So yeah, I'm a big fan of seafood, but we have like almost everything, you know, because we have very special seafood. You can have like the best meat if you like meat, or the
Mhm.
fish and vegetables are amazing because they are very tasteful.
Ah,
Yes, it's
nice.
not like in Madrid. In Madrid, everything tastes like nothing. You know, it's like chewing.
Plastic. Yeah, but you know
Yeah,
that in
plastic.
Madrid, I noticed that they eat lots of meat. Like they eat
Yes.
meat all the time.
Yeah.
For them,
Very delicious.
I had this colleague once that she was used to do breakfast with chorizo, and I said,
Oh
"What the
no!
fuck? Yes, I need it. Necesito."
What a
Yeah,
hellish
okay.
breath, you know, in the morning. No.
Yeah, it was even pretty blonde, you know, all pretty. And
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
There are people eating stuff that I can't. I
no,
just
no,
need one
it,
coffee and stuff like that. But yeah, chorizo no.
no, 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 no. Also, because I don't need much meat, to be honest. I prefer to avoid it. But
Yeah.
I know that in the south of Europe, yeah, it's kind of common, you know, that they,
Yeah,
especially
it's
in
very difficult to
countries.
eat meat every day here because it's like vegetables are kind of bad here in Madrid. Fish is not very good. So finally, people just they live like very fast, and it's like just trying to have something to eat very fast. And
Wow, how
yeah,
can you
also,
live like that?
yeah, it's kind of bad. I even just prepare my meals for going to work, and I eat in like in 10 minutes there just to come back home as quick as possible to go outside with the dog and all the stuff because you spend a lot of time traveling from one place to the other, you know, it's like
Yeah, right.
one
That's
hour
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's cool the city when you well now for instance I'm a mom and it's not easy to be in a city with a little kid, but the city is cool for young people, for people that don't have a job that is, I mean, not people that have a job as well, but it's like, it's more a place where you just leave the house where it is and you go out and you don't have
Yes.
really to, but for people that want a certain kind of lifestyle, like even taking care of your health and stuff, you need the time to do that because you cannot do it if you're busy the whole day and you just have to eat like this because otherwise it doesn't
Yes.
work. Yeah, and that's why I prefer the low stress life,
Yes.
like
Yes.
what I'm doing now.
When I
Yeah.
moved to Madrid, I remember myself like having a lot of allergies. You know, it was like all the time coughing or just snoring or things like that because I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was something, the air
Yeah,
was
exactly. And you
like
get too
gray.
many viruses and bullshit. Yeah, yeah, I know. You
Yes.
get a lot of shit out of those cities. But
Yes.
I did when I was a kid, you know. I also moved out from Sardinia and I went to the jungle because I wanted to learn from these amazing cities and movement.
Yeah.
That I was ready to, fantastic. I'm moving a lot. I'm so adrenalinic here. I love
Yeah.
it. But now it's a country. So yeah, it depends also on your age. I believe you are much younger than me, so I don't know.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't want to talk about this if you don't
No,
want. But
no, I don't care. I mean, I was born in November, and next November I'm gonna be 40. So
oh, my sister is much older than you. I mean, I'm turning next June 33, but
you're not a baby.
oh no, come
No,
on.
you're not a baby. You are young. You're young.
Thank you. I'm young. But I mean, my sister turns 48 next month. So yeah, I'm used
Nice.
to be with people much more older than me because I'm like the
Ah,
smallest in my family. So I feel like
the young.
much older for some reason.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool because you have family at least close to you.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
have,
And it's a big
yeah.
family, so we are like you know, like the gypsies or something like that. We are all together. Yeah.
Oh, are you
Yeah.
gypsy?
No, I wish, but I was
Okay.
raised in a neighborhood that was full of gypsies families.
Also, my husband, and he told me that he learned the guitar from them. I mean,
Yeah,
watching.
yeah, because they are all the time singing and dancing and playing guitar.
Yeah, they're very festive.
Yeah, I
Yes, it's
remember
cool.
myself open my window when I was a teenager just to hear them singing. And when I went to my room, it was completely different because I have a rehearsal room very close to my house. So in the mornings, I could hear gypsies singing, and in the afternoon, I could hear all the metal bands rehearsing. So it was very cool, yeah.
No, that actually, the gypsy reality is something that it's been quite interesting for me because it determined a lot of what I liked about, I don't know, musical expression.
Yeah.
Because I was young when I started to act in theater or to do like theater labs and stuff like that. And we had this this play, that it was kind of inspired to a Kusturica movie called The Time
Oh,
of
I
Gypsies.
love Costa Rica. It's
Yeah,
wow, it's one of
yeah,
my favorite.
exactly. And I watched many of his movies as well. And but that one got me. And since then, I always felt like after playing that role, I felt like I had I don't know, there was something about it that it was about me too. And maybe it was the fact of feeling free.
Yeah,
Because they are free spirit,
yeah,
totally. They don't have the rules and impositions we have. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
they're free spirits. And I needed that. I need that fire. And that what I did, I absorbed it and then I took it with me to the
Yeah,
whole journey. And
yeah,
it's insane how that changed my life somehow because I always got really, really, really fascinated with the way they think and they live. They just want to be free.
Yes, and I love that, and I really love how they take care of each other. You know, like that feeling
Yeah,
of being all together, like a
below.
big family. And if somebody is in trouble, they will help him. And yeah, this is not very common. For example, in Madrid, that everybody lives like, okay, I don't care. I'm in a hurry to
Exactly.
go to other place and don't talk about this, or you know. And for them, it's like just simple questions as how are you, or what do you want to do now, or I like
Exactly.
you. Simple stuff, you know. I really love that.
Yeah, and I think in Spain it's quite common that you have these communities living there.
Yeah, we have a lot of gypsies everywhere, you know. It's like in my daily job, I'm
Hmm.
working in a neighborhood that it's kind of dangerous because of some years ago they have a lot of drug dealers and stuff like that. But they have a lot of gypsy neighborhoods, so they are all around all the time, and you just they are part
Okay,
of the community. Yeah.
okay, interesting. Yeah, for instance, I just wanted to tell you there is a series of yeah on Netflix that is called wait, no, it's not Narco, it's something else.
Ah, Fariña.
Farina.
Yeah,
Like
I
my
love
husband.
it.
Farina. I love Farina.
You know, I'm so in love with actors from Galicia because they have
Ah, yeah.
something so special. And
Charm. But Joanna Lopez is from Galicia.
yeah, I think so.
So beautiful. My
Yes,
God.
yes, and they have like that passion that you really believes what they are playing that role, and it's like, okay, this is a real person, you know. And
Exactly.
yeah, Fariña is
Yeah.
very special because everybody knows the story about Cito Miñanco,
Yeah.
the main character, and
Yeah.
almost a lot of people met him in person. So
Really.
yeah, because he was very close to the people, and it's like a legend. And
Where we live, the criminality is legend, anyways.
yes, he helped a lot of people indeed. So, you know, when
Okay.
somebody in the village was ill or something like that, he just gave some money to take care of other people and just tell me what you need and stuff like that. So there's like
But I
people
love
loving
the
him.
story. I love the story. It was really cool. Actually, I was like, I need a second one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's beautiful, beautiful series, and I actually, if someone is interested, I really suggest to watch it.
Yeah, watch
It's
it.
not, I mean, I'm not into drugs at all. I'm not into
No,
criminality. But think about these real stories that fascinate me. And even though, for instance, Escobar didn't do anything really
it's
cool to
different,
people,
I think.
but I love Narcos.
Yeah, Narcos, it's cool. I think there's something
Maybe,
very interesting about how one person can just build an
yeah,
empire and
yeah, exactly.
so much power. I don't want to say that it's inspiring in that way, but I think it's something to think about, you know, how you can
Yeah,
be so charismatic that others just want to
that's
do
the
what you
thing.
want.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing. There are so many assholes full of people
yeah,
around.
yeah.
Because I think Oscar Wilde said that it's like there are two kind of people that are extremely charming: the ignorant and the ones that
Yeah.
know a lot. I can't say the right term in English. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
the fools.
yeah, but the experience, the wise people and the extremely ignorant. And
Yeah,
it's true. You have these extremely ignorant people because they behave like they don't give a fuck.
yeah,
They attract so many people. It's
yeah,
fascinating because they are, as we said before, they're free. So culture on one side gives you freedom because the more you know, the more you can defend yourself, the more it's good for you, right? So uh, you are fascinating because you know many things. On the other side, you know nothing, and you pretend like you know, and people goes after you just because you know.
yeah.
Because we have, I don't want to talk about politics, but let's
It's kind
get to
of
that way.
similar.
Yeah, you kind of go. You have so many dickheads saying bullshit
Yeah.
lately. It's like promoting xenophobia and all this
Yeah, we
stuff.
have a lot of assholes here in Spain promoting that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And
right. And you say like there is people that is
all
following
of
this
them,
guy,
yeah.
and
And
because of the fact that they show themselves like because we have to stop with this, blah, 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 blah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
whatever.
everything is
Dog bark.
bullshit, but people just need to believe that they are going to take care about them, and they're not. They just want to be on the top, and they kick you out because they don't
Yes,
care about you. So
I know, and I wish people could understand that, but
yeah,
and also it's so difficult in our southern countries to talk about human rights and understanding that the earth is not anyone's.
yeah,
It's
nobody's
like the earth is
owner.
for everyone that lives in the earth, in the whole earth. So, like, you don't want me, for instance, you don't want me in any other countries. Like, why can't I be there? It's like it's yours. Did you buy it? Did you
Yes,
conquer
it's
what with the violence? So it's like people also sometimes are hard to see things a bit forward in that way. It's like they think, no, this is my country, and
yeah. I think
nobody can come into my country and all this stuff. It's
that's
like, yeah,
stupid
I
as
can.
fuck, you know, because
Huh?
if you love your country, that's very stupid because if you love your country, you want to people know about your country. I think
Yeah,
so that makes no sense at all. But I think here in Spain, I realized that we are like, if you don't love this, you have to hate it. And it's like, if you don't think about me, you're wrong. And I think
yeah,
that I am completely right about anything. And if you don't think like me exactly, you're totally wrong.
yeah.
And I don't want to
Are you with
you.
me? Are you against? It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
Like you
terrible.
cannot really talk. You cannot really talk in that way. And I sometimes I see there is this mentality. People try to be like possessive of their own position. And it's like, they don't really care about other values that maybe, or the fact of helping the others.
Yeah,
That's something they're not used to that much. So I'm sorry about that because we could be much better than what we have,
yeah,
what
for
we
sure.
are
We are
nowadays.
like
But yeah,
isolating ourselves from everything in the end.
yeah,
I feel like we are very alone right now, even especially in this situation of being in a lockdown and stuff like that. We don't learn a single thing about it. It's like, how can be so stupid that we just
yeah,
didn't realize that we need each other and being completely alone, it's terrible. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think so. I'm understanding that too. And also the fact of music, how important is music in these moments? But still, we have people that don't support music and they don't contribute for the music to be alive still.
yes,
It's like,
because
but they are the first people that listen to music when they feel sad.
yes, or when you feel happy, or when you're going to remember something in your life and you were listening to that song particularly. I think
Yeah, I
arts in
mean,
general are very special in that sense. And I realized when we started to this pandemic that I was trying to watch something in Netflix, and it came to one point that it was like, I know what to watch because there's nothing new. And it was like, well, we need to think about actors or musicians or painters or writers because we
yeah,
need art, and if we
yes,
don't have that, we're dead.
yeah, definitely. We stay stupid. So
Yeah.
anyway, my dear Diva, now I have to say thank you a
Oh,
lot for
no,
today.
thank you.
It's been a pleasure. I will continue giving lessons right now, so I could just keep it for 1 hour, but it's been very inspiring, very cool. I wish you the best with Nervosa and with anything you want to do in the future. I still invite you to talk to me if you want to sing. So
Oh, yeah,
I
really.
I can show you some easy tricks that you can might
Oh,
find easy
yeah, that would
to
be
use. Okay?
amazing. Thank
Yes,
you
no
so
problem.
much.
And then you can tell me how shit is my brow, okay?
Oh, yeah, but I'm sure that you will do it much better than my
Yeah,
cleansing.
whatever. Let's see. Anyways,
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
much for everything. You're
It
very
was
cool.
a huge pleasure for me. So hope we can meet
For me
very
too.
soon. And take care and see you
You
very soon.
too. Have fun as much as you can and kiss the dog.
Yeah. We're going to go out right now.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And nothing. Then buenas noches.
Oh,
Hasta luego.
buenas noches. Ciao.
Hablamos. Ciao, Bella.
Beijinho.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.